What's up, heroes? My name is Silerclone, and welcome back to Crystalline. Today we're going to meet Amelia's parents. I've been kind of wondering since our last playthrough of what they're actually going to be like. Are they going to be something like her? Are they going to be entirely different? I don't know, but let's find out before Amelia can protest. Terra has already led her out the door. The rest of us trail behind. Amelia sighs. That's unusual for her.
Very well.
Amelia, Zach, and Kara walk ahead as Leanna and I follow. Liana has a strange expression on her face. I can't quite read.
What do you think her parents are like?
I don't know. That's the big thing. Probably normal, logical, and rational. We'll find out. Oh, I more just want to go with the let's find out thing. I have no idea. It could go both ways. They could be normal. They could be logical and rational just like her, but I guess we're going to find out. No point in guessing. We'll find out soon enough.
I have a feeling she'll be different from her parents.
That's kind of my thought on it as well, and I want to know what your heroes' thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know what you think Amelia's parents are going to be like, or what you thought they'd be like, because we're about to find out.
She grew up at the university and didn't get to spend as much time at home. Most of her behaviors were probably learned from there.
But doesn't mean they weren't inherited. It sounds like Amelia's childhood was a lot more serious than the average child. I wonder if that's why she acted so casually about her parents. Going to see them almost sounded like a chore she had to knock out. We pause in front of a modest house. There's a small garden in the front yard and a few flower pots line the stoop. Amelia steps up to the door and knocks. Don't you have a key? She looks back at me.
I do. However, it is back at the academy. I did not anticipate our travels would lead us to Hearthpoint.
Yeah, good point. The door swings open, and an older woman, I should say, stands in the doorway. Her face has fine lines which reveal her age, but her smile is warm and kind. Her eyes light up when she sees Amelia, and she draws her into a tight hug.
Amy! What a pleasant surprise! I didn't know you were stopping by.
Amy? Okay. Kara grins at the use of a nickname. Amelia doesn't react to her mother's embrace and almost seems to wait out the hug. Eventually, her mother lets go, then turns back towards the house.
Honey, Amy's come home.
A faint voice calls from within the house.
Amy? Be right there.
Her mom turns back to Amelia and hugs her again.
Oh, we missed you so much.
That's adorable. Suddenly, she seems to notice the rest of us. She quickly lets Amelia go and ushers us all of us inside.
Amy, did you bring friends? Come in, come in.
Well, we're all friends except for Zach. I think he's just here for the money. We murmur our thanks as we shuffle into the house. This is a cozy little place right here. I like it. The walls are painted with light colors, giving the house a bright and cheerful air. We convene in the sitting room where we sit on the couch and chairs. The upholstery is clean but has definitely seen a lot of use. Amelia's father arrives. He pushes his glasses back up onto his nose and breaks into a wide smile. He also scoops Amelia into his arms.
What an unexpected pleasure.
After he sets her down, he stands beside his wife.
Hello, Mother. Father.
You know that we love seeing you, but what are you doing out at the university? It isn't a holiday.
Her mother leans forward in her seat.
Oh, was your little field study finally approved? That's wonderful.
She guessed it, kind of.
Remember what I said about how each rejection is just one step closer to success. I just knew you were bound to get one, even if it took all those tries and applications.
All those tries. How many times did she apply? Although Amelia doesn't speak, her cheeks turn red. Embarrassed by her parents in front of her friends. Nice.
Honey, let's not embarrass her in front of her peers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got so excited. She's been trying for almost a year now.
That's a long time. She turns excitedly towards Liana.
You must be the field lead.
Liana looks bewildered. I say just go with it?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you. Leanna shoots Amelia a questioning glance, which Amelia ignores. Her parents beam wider as they look on their daughter with pride. Her mom has her hand over her heart, and her dad nods approvingly.
It's nice to see you're still working hard at your studies.
We're very proud of you, sweetie. But what sort of mission is this? I should think you would be the apprentice of another mage or a mage caster, rather than a Mage-Knight.
Liana is part of the Mage Guild.
So it's an internship with the Mage Guild? That's very prestigious.
He puffs with pride.
I see.
Her mother's face softens as she addresses Leanna.
We entrust our daughter to you. Please take good care of her.
That's why we brought Zach. Leanna pauses, but as she looks at the hopefulness on Amelia's parents' face, she returns their smile.
I promise I will.
Once the attention drifts away from her, I notice her gaze linger on Amelia's parents. She furrows her brow in pensive thought.
And what about the rest of you?
Kara grins.
I assist with locating and exploring ancient sites.
The parents seem intrigued.
We have been following instances of magical anomalies in an attempt to understand and explain their occurrences.
Of course, of course.
I don't think Mom and Dad know exactly what's going on. His gaze lands on Zach. This is going to be a fun
You
one.
look more like a fighter rather than a mage.
Zach nods. Subtle, dude.
What exactly is your role in this group?
Before Zach responds, Kara steps in.
Oh, he's my companion. He helps me secure our sites and, well...
She grabs his arm and flashes him a coy smile. Zach stares at Kara and her hand on his arm.
Hands off.
She laughs slightly and presses herself closer to him.
Oh, you don't need to be shy. Just pretend it's just you and me.
This is great. Zach's scowl deepens as he twists himself away from her. A blush tinges his cheeks. Amelia's dad chuckles.
Say no more. I remember what it was like to be young.
The look that the two of them have right now just explains their relationship perfectly at this point in time. Zach's blush deepens. Carol watches his discomfort with amusement. Finally, his gaze lands on me.
And what about you?
I'm a student. I'm actually the hired muscle. I'm me. Ooh. Tough decision here. I could go with the student, but I don't know if they're going to buy that all too well. The hired muscle, they're not going to believe. I'm me would be kind of vague, but I'm curious to see how that would go. I'm going to go with I'm a student because technically I'm still learning how to cast, so that might play a big role into this. I'm a student. I'm also a student who is trying to discover more about the anomalies. That's technically not a lie. Her parents nod.
Amy, will you and your friends stay for dinner?
Please.
We would not wish to impose upon you any further. We can return to the inn.
The inn? Oh, nonsense. You can all stay here for the night. We certainly have enough room.
And we'll save on coin.
Yes, we insist. I'll get started on dinner, and afterwards you can all relax. Come with me, Amy.
If that is what you wish.
Amelia obliges as they start towards the kitchen.
That's wonderful. It's so nice to have you home. And we never get to meet any of your friends. In fact, you're all the first one she's brought home.
Interesting. Not surprising, but interesting.
Really?
Kara glances sideways at Amelia, who remains stoic, as always.
I hope she's not giving you any trouble. She's always been a bit hot-blooded.
Not at all. Not at all. This time we all look at Amelia.
Are you sure we're talking about the same person?
She laughs, and the two of them head into the kitchen. We continue to chat as we wait for dinner to be ready. Her father is enthusiastic and shares fun facts about the town. He's a tailor and offers to patch up any clothes for us. Dinner is a simple but delicious meal, and we all clean our plates. Amelia's mom seemed pleased.
Would anyone care for seconds?
Maybe. Both Leanna and Zach take a second helping. Leanna piles her plate up with food until it's even fuller than Zach's plate. As she digs in, Kara watches enviously.
Where does it all go?
She looks at Kara questioningly.
You have such a healthy appetite, yet you're still so slim.
This has the potential to go horribly wrong. Contrary to my fears, Leanna smiles coyly.
Oh, you think so? I'm just lucky, I guess.
Rather than luck, I would attribute it to the constant wind resistance you admit during your travels and activities.
Leanna looks surprised and nervous.
What?
Amelia raises an eyebrow.
I can detect a constant energy utilization from your manipulator, which is creating wind friction.
Leanna interrupts with loud laughter, but her face is bright red, so she's making it more difficult for herself, so she's got to work out while she's walking.
You're thinking way too much into this, Amelia. It's probably just, magic residue you're detecting.
Yeah. Amelia gives Leanna an unimpressed look, as if to say that was the silliest excuse she's heard. That's smart. Do me! I'd do it. Let me see. I want to know. I want to know what this is. What is this? I want to know this option. I'm doing it. I catch Leanna's eye and whisper, "Hey, can you wind resistance magic me too?"
It's just residue.
Okay, whatever you say. Kara smiles.
So that's your secret.
Leanna nervously picks at her food.
Anyway, this is really, really good. What is it?
I like the touch of her blushing right there. With the change in subject, the mood relaxes and the conversation naturally flows. Zach and Amelia's dad found a common interest. Although he's a tailor, he takes a special interest in restoring weapons. Of course, Zach.
Actually, weapons are a specialty of mine too.
Your dischargers, I did notice that. They're a bit unusual, aren't they? I haven't seen too many with those types of crystals.
Unusual how? I want to know.
It served me well.
Amelia's dad pauses as he observes Zach.
Come on, son, lighten up a bit. No need to be so formal here.
I don't think Zach does lighten up.
Why don't you try cracking a smile? You don't have to look so doom and gloom all the time.
Or does he? Zach merely stares at him until Kara elbows him.
Oh, come on, companion. You don't want to be rude, do you? Especially after you've already helped yourself to this delicious meal. Twice.
That's great. Zach sighs in resignation. Oh no, this is gonna be great. He pauses and seems to collect himself. Kara watches, amused at his display. After taking a few long breaths, he looks up with determination. This is either gonna be really hilarious or really bad. Reluctantly, he curls up the corners of his lips and exposes his teeth in an awkward grimace smile hybrid. That's great. His eyes almost seem to be calling for help, as if holding this smile is causing him pain. Everyone recoils from his look. Except for Kara, who blushes.
Oh, wow, that's really hot.
Yeah. We all exchange confused glances as Zach drops his smile. Kara leans over to him and lowers her voice.
I hope we get to see that again. Soon.
Oh, not with the rest of us hearing. We all look at each other in confusion.
Well then, that was certainly interesting.
Yes, very interesting. The group laughs and the conversation flows again. Kara enjoyed every minute of the night, chatting amicably with Amelia's mother. Leanna stayed quiet and spent most of her time just observing. Although she had a smile on her face, it seemed like there was something else on her mind. Amelia didn't talk much, preferring to let her parents do the talking, but she seemed very comfortable and relaxed. I can tell that even though they don't get to see each other very often, they have a good relationship. Once dinner was over, Amelia's parents insist on washing up and ask Amelia to show us to our rooms. She leads us to the back of the house where there are two rooms and pauses in front of the door, the first door.
This is my childhood room. We three will share this room.
She points towards the door, points to the door down the hall.
That is the spare room. You two may stay there.
Are you certain it's all right for us to stay tonight? I don't want to cause any trouble for your parents. They've already been so accommodating.
My parents are quite happy to receive guests. It would be an insult to refuse their invitation.
Okay.
Leanna seems uncertain, but Kara throws her arms around her affectionately.
Don't worry, tonight will be super fun. We'll braid each other's hair, play truth or dare, and of course, pillow fights.
Zach, we're not doing that. Amelia cocks her head to the side.
Is that what roommates do?
Definitely.
Amelia looks at Leanna, who seems equally confused.
While we roomed together previously, we did not accomplish any of these tasks.
I'm just learning about this now, too.
Trust me, you'll love what I have planned.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Kara laughs and pushes the girls into the room. She winks at us.
Girls only.
Okay. Then she closes the door firmly behind her. Why do I always get the feeling that we're missing out?
Because we probably are.
Hey, he told a funny. A shriek of laughter filters through the doorway, followed by giggles.
Oh my god, don't squirm so much! Stop! I'm really ticklish there! I got it off. Hey, give it back!
We overhear even more squeals and giggles. My mind wanders as my imagination paints an alluring picture of what is going on behind that door. Zach's stoic stare seems too intense.
Stop! No way. Well, if that's how you want to play.
We hear a gust of wind from behind the door.
What? No fair, you're using magic.
After Kara yelps, Zach's stony expression finally cracks.
What is going on in there?
I don't know, but I'm very curious now. Don't think about this anymore. Wait for me. They're just messing with us. I have no idea. I want to know what this middle option is, but I'm afraid of what the consequences are going to be. I want to know, but I think they're just messing with us. They're purposely doing this to get a reaction out of us. That's the only explanation. Another fit of laughter floats through the door. Right? Zach seems uncertain. You said it, dude. I glance down at my feet and see the Pongo staring forlornly at the door. Forlornly. You wish you were in there too? He hops closer to the door.
Boy.
When no one lets him in, he lowers his head. Aw. I'm sorry, buddy, but it's girls only tonight. As if on cue, the door cracks open. I hate this Pongo now. Amelia's pigtails peek out as she reaches for the Pongo.
There you are. You are needed for science.
Poi.
I hate him so much right now. The last thing I see is the Pongo's wide grin as the door slams shut behind him. Zach sighs.
Let's just go.
Fine. I really hate him right now. Zach heads into the room and I follow. We mill about the room awkwardly, and I swear I can hear the seconds tick by. This feels a lot less exciting than the other room. Let's go to sleep. Let's have a pillow fight. Okay. I'm doing this because I want to see what happens. I'm going to throw something at him and we're just going to see. We don't need them. We can have our own pillow fight. I grab the pillow off the bed and heartedly whack Zach with it. Zach stares at me and crosses his arms. I try another half-hearted whack, but Zach just continues his unwavering stare. Yeah, never mind. We both get ready for bed instead. I tried. As I crawl into bed, I count the seconds before exhaustion finally hits me and I fall asleep. A noise wakes me up and I sit up in bed. The moon is high in the sky, casting silver light through the window. Zach remains fast asleep. I don't see anything else, so I lay back down and close my eyes, trying to go back to sleep. Instead, I toss and turn in bed as uneasy thoughts creep in. I try to clear my mind, but as soon as I begin to lose concentration, wiggles of doubt worm into my brain. What if I never learn how to cast? What if I can't gather enough energy? What if this energy kills me? What if I can't go home? As that last thought crosses my mind, I throw off my blankets in frustration. I need some fresh air. Tiptoeing past a sleeping Zach, I creep out of my room and fumble my way around the dark living room. I recognize Liana leaning on the balcony. I head over towards her. She smiles at me as I approach. Couldn't sleep? She nods. It did sound like you girls were having a lot of fun. Liana blushes.
Kara got my boot off, so I was only returning the favor.
We smile as the conversation lapses. She looks towards the stars, staring pensively at them. There must be something on her mind. Want to talk about it? Seems like there's something on your mind. Leanna faces me and absentmindedly picks at her clothes.
It's nothing, really. Tonight has been really fun, and Amelia's parents are so nice. It just started to remind me of my family. And then I got thinking.
And you couldn't stop thinking? She nods. I look up the myriad of sparkling light in the deep night sky. The stars are still beautiful, but not as clear as when we were camping. We fall into a comfortable silence. Leanna stares intently at the sky as if searching for answers. I wonder what's on her mind. Suddenly, she turns to me.
I promise we'll help you find a way home.
I'm surprised at the conviction in her voice. Oh, thanks. Actually, there's something I've been wondering.
What is it?
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but why are you doing so much to help a stranger? Leanna stares incomprehensibly.
You were someone who needed help.
Yeah, but you didn't know who I was. What if I had other intentions?
Then I suppose things would have turned out differently.
She notices my look and chuckles.
I would never leave someone who needed help, especially if it was in my power to help them. I'm sure if it were me in that position, you'd have done the same.
She has a point. Of course, you're so naive. Let her think what she wants, of course. You're right. I'm not one to walk away from someone who needs help. Leanna smiles. Still, I wonder why she suddenly promised to help me find a way back home. What brought that on?
Sorry, I've just been thinking about home, and how it would feel if I looked at the stars and couldn't recognize a single one.
I can understand how being with Amelia's family can make her homesick. I've been thinking of home too. Maybe I can take her mind off of things for a while. What's that star?
Huh?
She blinks as she takes in my question, then looks back up towards the sky.
Which one?
Point to the brightest star in the sky, point to the one that looks like a lady, choose a random cluster. Go with the brightest one, that's usually a good one to go for. I point to the brightest star in the sky. Leanna grins.
That's the compass arrow. If you're ever lost, you can use the compass arrow to guide you, as it always points towards north.
Huh. That's just like our North Star.
You have a compass arrow too?
I nod. It's part of a larger constellation, though.
The compass arrow is called that because the stars surrounding it point to each direction, like on a compass.
Well, thanks to you, now I can look at the sky and recognize at least one star. Leanna grins. She points to a cluster of stars which vaguely looks like a woman.
Do you see those stars?
Yeah?
That's my birth sign, Elwina. She was renowned for her beauty, and that beauty was immortalized in the stars.
Kind of like some of our constellations. Birth sign.
Yeah. There's a belief that the star sign under which you are born can tell certain traits about yourself. Sometimes people use it to predict matches or fortunes.
I could see why her beauty was put in the sky. Oh, wait. We're talking about Elwina, not Amelia, but at the same time we are. Oh, like our zodiac constellations. We have a similar belief back home. So, what does your birth sign say about you?
What do you think?
You're patient and trusting. You're into mysterious yet handsome strangers. You're gullible. You're beautiful. Well, that top one is true. So is that last one. Well, I'm going to go just try to... Because she did say they're renowned for her beauty. We're going to go with this one. She was a woman renowned for her beauty, huh? I look at Leanna again and how the silver moonlight surrounds her like a halo. She almost glows as bright as the stars. That looks accurate to me. Leanna at first looks surprised, then a gentle blush tinges her cheeks.
I meant personality traits.
Ah. She smiles, and this time, it looks more natural. That's my waifu. Back off.
Hopefully this place doesn't feel so lonely and foreign to you anymore.
No, but only because I got the chance to meet you. And the rest of our team. We lock gazes, and I feel inexplicably drawn to her. Leanna lights up as she sees something behind me.
Look, a shooting star!
The star rockets across the sky, leaving a trail of glitter. Quick, make a wish. She closes her eyes. After a moment, she reopens them.
What did you wish for?
To go home soon, to spend more time with you. It's a secret. I'm gonna go with this middle one. We're on a roll here. As much as I'd like to go home, at this time, we're making our moves, and I like to do that here. I wish that we could spend more time together. She's surprised.
You didn't wish to go home?
I know that eventually you'll help me find a way back home. But in the meantime, it's really not so bad being stuck on a new planet with someone like you. She blushes. So, what did you wish for?
Oh, I wish to continue going on adventures.
I grin. That's fine with me. As long as I don't have to watch you attempt to flirt again. Leanna's face flushes.
That's not fair. I was put on the spot.
I laugh. Isn't that how all flirting works? Leanna pouts.
No, it would have been a lot different if I were more prepared.
Oh yeah? How would you have done it then?
That's still putting me on the spot, but...
She blushes again.
Well...
She lowers her eyes to compose herself, then flashes me a confident look.
Let's see. First, I'd begin by telling him how handsome he looks tonight.
It's me.
Maybe then I'd compliment his muscles, which would give me an excuse to touch them.
I mean, I'm not a very muscular dude, but okay. Her hand lightly rubs at my arm as she gives me a look of appreciation. She better not be playing. I'll be really mad if she's playing. She's toying with my heart here, lady. Although her cheeks are still burning, this is nothing like the awkward Liana from before.
I'd step closer to him.
My heart quickens as she closes the distance.
Then I'd have him hold me like this.
She guides my hand with hers and places them on her hips. Finally! I resist letting my hands wander. She snakes her arms around my neck.
And then...
Is this gonna happen? I can feel her breath on my lips. She's toying with me. She leans in until her full lips are an inch away from my own.
Say...
I close my eyes as I feel her lean into me. Her breath teases me as she stays just out of reach.
Good night.
Wait, what? I open my eyes just as Leanna disengages from me. You? What just happened? More, please? I kind of wanted that. What just happened? I'm just so confused. I want more, but what just happened? All I can do is stare at her as the blood rushes back to my brain. I don't even know what just happened. What? She looks back at me and grins.
It's getting late. Good night. I'll see you in the morning.
I'm mad at you right now. Good night. She disappears from view and I'm left in desperate need of a cold shower, wondering what the hell just happened. I return to my room and crawl back into bed. My mind is filled with even more thoughts and questions than before. Eventually, after many thoughts of cold showers, I drift to sleep. The next morning, we wake up early, like usual, and I'm going to end the episode here. I'm mad. This is not how I want to start my day. This is frustrating. But oh well, that's some great learning this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. As always, if you did enjoy the video, let me know by hitting the like button down below or leaving a comment. If you're new to the channel, unleash your power by hitting the subscribe button down below today as well, and I will see all you heroes in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.